Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Harry Muppet. Welcome back to another Starcraft 2 Daily Masters. We've got a pretty awesome game for you here today. It's actually, I pulled a replay pack off a Masters level player. I think it was ChanKiM uploaded his replay pack. Is the normal replay site I go to. It's like SC2 win or something. They're not really posting too many replays. The last one was back in January, so I'm not running out of games. Don't go worry about that. But I just thought I'd, go outside my normal bounds, see what sort of replays I could get. Got a pack from ChanKiM, so we're going to see So we're going to see how it goes. Now, neither of these players have a Liquipedia article, and so I can't really tell you much about them. I think this was played on the Korean server, so we're just going to have to sit back, see how it goes, and yeah. So not too much going on. We've got a very fast expansion from Mr. Hunting, a Forge fast expand to be exact, and the Overlord is going to be scouting that ASAP, so very nice job there. And we've got a probe coming out there looking at the fast expansion. Looks like a pull first for Mr. ChanKiM. So yeah, okay, so he's a little bit more paranoid, not going for the full macro approach, but he's probably wishing he would have now that he has scouted this early Nexus over here. So my guess is we're going to be seeing a fast third, and that is going to be Hunting's guess as well, because he is actively trying to block that. And hopefully he doesn't build a pylon here, because, oh, is that actually blocking it? I think it probably is. Yeah, I think it probably is. So that's just a kick in the pants right there from Mr. Hunting, who started off really great. He's going to have a nice bit of macro coming up in this game. And meanwhile, ChanKiM is very early pull, not really going to buy him too much. This Overlord needs to get the hell out of there. I don't know what the hell he was thinking about doing, but maybe just got lost. But does manage to get out of there with some health intact. And I don't think Hunting is in any sort of position to get Stalkers or Sentries out, so that Overlord should be able to limp away quite easily off into the side somewhere. I love how you've got this little backdoor sort of just channel you can go around, because most of the players will be on the low ground on this icy bit, but you've got this bit all the way around the side, and you can just get flanked so easily. Like if you start taking this base, and our whole army can come down the backside and just flank the crap out of you and just double hit you. So it's extremely hard to hold this base right here, extremely hard. And the same deal with this base, so it's extremely hard. You can just come around, flank the backside. You basically have to defend the ground here, and you have to hold off up here somehow. Man, it's nuts, absolutely nuts. So anyway, we've managed to get the third base down for Mr. ChanKiM, I'm not sure how to say that, and we've also got the Overlord over there. This guy has managed to survive. He's not quite ready to jump up there yet. We do have our first Stalker coming out. We've got a Gate Tech coming out from Mr. Hunting, so he's going pretty standard stuff here. Not too far lagging behind the Zerg player, but the Zerg player is definitely pushing the worker numbers at the moment. Definitely wants to make up for the pull first. Like, he didn't have a massive amount of macro. Well, he didn't have the optimum macro approach. That's all we're going to say here, the optimum macro approach. But he's definitely pushing it now, and he should end up with a comfortable worker lead. So there we go. What is going on here? Are we seriously going to be seeing a third base from Mr. Hunting at the 7-minute mark? That's pretty intense, man. And ChanKiM right now, I mean, he is going for a ton of workers, which is good. But here we go, ton of links coming out, and that Zealot is going to be annoyed all over the place. There we go, the Queen's going to be taken care of. They're trying to hit the Mothership Core, doing not a bad job at all. But really, I mean, ChanKiM, he's got a sort of an opportunity here to take this out, but I don't think he's going to be able to do it. And the Overlord did see that, which is good. And he's building a bunch of links, but he's building speed, but I don't think it's going to help. The Photon Cannon is going to be down here, and unless ChanKiM gets into roaches hella fast, he is not going to be able to do too much about that base. Man, look at this thing. Oh, there is a ramp on the other side. I thought this was a complete island for a second. I was like, man, that's a crazy fourth base right there, but it's got ramp there, it's got ramp there. You can block off this one, so that's nice. Anyway, very fast third base from Mr. Hunting. and he is not giving up the macro fight right here. He is going absolutely ballistic, almost fully walled this off. He can still get some lings around the side there, so maybe put a pylon out there if he wants to completely block it off. But yeah, he's fortifying himself. Actually, he's forcing them into this zone pretty much. The Zerg army into this zone, which is good. So there's one extra sort of location they can go through to get to this base. And ChanKiM is just going to creep the hell out of this area so that he can't get surprised. Going for a 4th base as well, so he definitely wants to not fall behind on the macro. He cannot be beaten in the macro by a Protoss player. He's definitely working towards that. What do we got here? We got Roaches nearly finished, Hydras on the way, we got Infestors coming on. Mr. Hunting has started to build Void Rays. He's got 2 more Stargates on the way, which is actually a really good play. Mass Void Rays versus Roach Hydra tends to do very, very good things. Here we go, the Lings coming in. They see the gateways. No, it's not going to happen. Going to go around the long way. Maybe go for a bit of a scout. Maybe see what's going on. They can't really actually do much in this battle. God, I want to follow them, but I can't to select the damn things. There we go, managed to get out of there. They did see Void Rays. So that's the thing right there. They did see Void Rays. And yeah, we'll see if Mr. ChanKiM responds in kind, whether he goes for more Hydras than he otherwise would. And I think he is going to. I think he's got a ton of Hydras coming out. He hasn't got any built yet, but he's definitely building a bunch of them. And man, Hunting going for a massive, massive amount of macro here. So both players macroing up very, very nicely. And here we hallucinate feed's not going to be able to do too much here. Void Rays are going to be a bit of a pain in the ass, but the creep spread is not too bad. Not too bad at all from Mr. ChanKiM, and he's got a bunch of Hydras, so dealing with that should be okay. Bunch of Zealots coming down here. Do they have Zealot speed? No, but they're still going to be able to mess stuff up. Where is the Hydra army? Here they come. And this is going to be a nice opportunity for Hunting to see what sort of army he's dealing with. It is mass Hydras and no Roaches in sight, so that's going to be some very interesting intel. Probably won't stop him from building any decent amount of Void Rays, because Void Rays are still pretty good versus Hydras, but you can see he's going for some other stuff. He's getting the Twilight Council out, he's getting a Robo Facility, so my guess would be he's thinking Colossus and Zealot legs, and maybe Storm. Maybe Storm, but definitely Colossus. I think he wants some Colossus, and Zealot legs would not be a bad idea. I mean, to get them in range, because the Hydras are notoriously weak as far as their health is concerned. They don't have much armor. I think they got a default of 0 armor, and they only got 80 health, so they can die quite fast if you just go in there and start wiping them out. We do have a bunch of Lings and Infestors. Well, yeah, so not really going to change the plan of Hunting too much. There we go, Zealot Legs are already being researched, and the Robotics Bay on the way. Going for a 4th base. I think Hunting is going way out of his depth right here. I don't think he's going to be able to hold this. That is just greedy right there, and I mean, congrats to ChanKiM for just knocking that down, but there was no way that Hunting was going to hold that. No way in hell. So, I mean, it's so much easier for Zerg to hold these bases, because they got creep everywhere. They can see things coming, and most of the opposite armies just aren't as fast as Zerg. They aren't as fast as getting across the map, but Protoss holding this, you need to be able to move your army over, and it takes a while. It does take quite a while, and you need fortifications to help your army get there. So you need a bunch of cannons, you need a wall, gives your army time to actually get over there. He's got it over here. Getting it over there though, nah, because the Zerg can just flank at the backside, which we talked about before. So it's going to be a little bit tricky for the Protoss player to get a 4th base in this battle. I mean, it is. Here we go, thinking about moving into the rocks, but look at this, 2 Colossus coming out. Oh man, they just got to turn around and stand there instead, and oh man, look at the positioning right here. Although the rocks are going down very fast, so choosing not to go in. Here we go, 1 Link comes up, instantly gets destroyed by a Colossus, and there we go. ChanKiM has seen the Colossus, and now he's suddenly like, oh, you know what, we need some anti-Colossus stuff. He does have the Ultras coming out, which is good. His upgrades though, no, he's got 2 ranged upgrades. and 1 armor, so it's not bad. We got 1-1 for Mr. Hunting. He's going for level 2 weapons right here. It's not a ton of upgrades yet, but yeah, it's still decent. Oh, we're actually going for level 3 ranged upgrades. That's going to be nice. Here we go. Nice engagement coming in. The Zealots trying to handle some stuff. The Zealots mainly getting screwed over. Beautiful fungals on the Void Ray forces, but some beautiful shields keeping the Hydras out of range of the Void Rays. And considering he's got no anti-Colossus units, he's going to be losing a ton of units right there. So the fungal was brilliant, but the force field was keeping most of the damage away from most of the units. And the Colossus doing so much damage. Basically, all of the Hydras going down. Colossus finally taking some heavy hits from the remaining Roaches, but still, the Void Rays. But if the Void Rays hadn't been fungal, they would have moved in, wiped them all out. If there weren't any force fields, any of those things, then the Zerg Hydras would have moved in and wiped everything out. So they're both sort of staving off their own destruction with their own unique abilities. Oh man, Hunting took a... I mean, I know ChanKiM lost pretty much all of his units, and Hunting did lose most of his units. He kept most of them alive, but the damage, man, that's an amazing amount of damage. One more fungal and pretty much all of those Void Rays would have died. So that's incredible. But ChanKiM, he's got a ton of macro going on here, building a ton of Hydras. He's got his 5th base up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's looking to, he's in a very good position to get a 6th base. Meanwhile, the Protoss player, not so much in a good position to get a 4th base. He's moving a ton over there. He knows he needs a 4th base. And here we go, the main army coming in. They could get flanked off the side. Did Mr. ChanKiM see that? I think he did. Moving the Ultras out, going to intercept the Colossus right there. Getting a good fungal off, and the Ultra is in the house. He's actually attacking the Zealot. This is not what he's supposed to be doing. Attack the Colossus right there. You need to be attacking the Colossus. He's starting to attack him right now. The Colossus going down. The Void Ray starting to attack the Ultras. But I lost like 3 or 4 Colossus there at least. And the Ultras did a fantastic job getting in there. And the Void Rays just, I mean, they're great at doing damage to armored units, but the Ultras just have so much health. It's not even funny. He does have the Ultra upgrade as well for the armor, so those Ultras just take ages for them to die. And Hunting is just like, you know what, screw it, I'm going to go for Storms. I've tried everything else. He's actually going for DTs as well, just to be annoying. And DTs actually are going to be a really, really good idea because ChanKiM is not expecting any sort of cloaked offensive. I don't know about his Spore Crawlers. I don't think he's got any. No. And no Overseers either. So he's going to be in quite a lot of trouble when the DTs come in, which I assume they're going to come in very, very soon. So it's just one small part of the battle that Mr. ChanKiM hasn't taken into account, and I think it's going to cost him. Although he's seen the DTs here. Has he seen the DTs? Please tell me he saw the DTs right there, because if he saw those DTs, he can start building stuff. There we go, 3 Overseers straight away. Boom, beautiful. And we should be seeing some Spore Crawlers coming up very, very soon as well. Oh, they're actually going to get through these things. Maybe. They're getting pretty low. Pretty low. More Zealots coming out, and here we go, the main army coming in here. But it's mainly Hydra. Oh, trapping the Zealots. Beautiful fungal there. Absolutely beautiful. The Storms are coming down, only winging the edge of the Hydra pack. They love to get this base out, but there's just so many forces. They do not want to get in range of the Colossus, and the Storm's hurting them so bad. But I think they're going to be able to take it out. Yet they do, and they get out of that. Meanwhile, continual Zealot harassment has taken out this base, and a whole bunch more Zealots warping in there. Mr. ChanKiM needs to get some forces back and take out these Zealots because he's losing a lot of workers right here. They're just going down and down and down and down. Wow. A whole lot of stuff being lost there. That's crazy. Blah, 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 blah. Come on, come on. Get those Zealots down. You need to kill all of those Zealots right away because they are going to wipe you out. And that is not going to be fun. Oh, I think this base is going to go down as well. Not good, not good at all. So Mr. Hunting, with a nice bit of a backdoor action, manages to get 2 bases down, while at the same time Mr. ChanKiM struggles to take this base down and takes a lot of hits doing it. So he is still in the lead though as far as army is concerned. He's got a massive, massive amount of army. Mr. Hunting, not so much. He's done some great economic damage there, evened it up really, really well, but whether or not he's going to prevail against this massive army, I do not know. Do we have an Overseer here? No, but the splash damage from hitting those Zealots did a lot of damage to the DTs. Go on, Mr. Overseer, where are you? Where are you? There'll be an Overseer here somewhere. There's gotta be. Alright, let's just do follow mode on this guy. Let's see where he's going. He's gonna be attacking. Oh, the drone goes down. Go on, Mr. ChanKiM. There is a DT in your base. You need to go and kill it. Looks like there's another couple of DTs coming over here. Not good at all, man. I mean, he's built a few overseers, but overall, I'd say I mean, he's not dealing with DTs too well. They're just going to go in. They're just going to wreak havoc. I mean, you need to do something about this. You really, really do. And here he goes. Taking out the fourth base again. I mean, he needs to do a better job of splitting up his forces. I mean, where are the small roach packs or whatever it is that deal with this stuff? He's sending over a couple of lings. That's not going to be enough. I mean, broodlings are going to help, but no, it's not going to be enough. Not going to be enough. So he needs to divert some serious forces. A few hydras, maybe an ultra or something to take out those guys. Here we go, moving in, and he's not in the best position. He can't approach from the left-hand side. He gets a nice fungal off. But the storms are doing a lot of damage. The Hydra's trying to get in there. The Void Ray is doing a lot of damage to them. The Hydras finally take out all of the Void Rays. But Archons are getting up close and personal, and they are just absolutely destroying everything. Hydra's backing off, trying to do something. Fungals are going to be not that good against the Archons, except for keeping them at range. And actually healing up the Ultralisk right here, that is a great strategy. And it's working great, although they all ran out of energy apparently. So here we go, and it's DTs coming out. ChanKiM, where are your overseers? He's, I gotta say, as far as his overseers, as far as dealing with DTs, he's been doing an abysmal job, man. He's been doing a great job as far as the army is concerned, but the overseers, man, that's just not good. Not good at all. He's taking care of it over here, but not sending out a single overseer. We will actually go back. We'll go back at the 24-minute mark. I want to see whether he had an overseer and it got sniped, or whether he didn't have one at all. Because I may be having a go at him for something that isn't his fault. He may have had an overseer there, and it may have just got sniped out by hunting, in which case it was a great play from hunting. But we're going to go back, and we're going to be checking that out once again, because I don't want to be saying, ChanKiM, you did a horrible job, if he didn't. So anyway, moving on. We're going to see exactly what else happens here. So far, ChanKiM has lost a ton of workers. And hunting doesn't... Well, actually, ChanKiM's lost most of his forces so far. So he's still got this base going. He's got a couple of spines and a spore. He's finally got a spore there, which is good. So he should be able to deal with some DTs. But, oh man, it took way too long for those spores to get up in the outlying bases. Just, he's got a couple of overseers here, but no spores. I think that base is pretty much timed out anyway. Bunch of Hydras coming in. We do have the army here. These Hydras are all going to get roasted. No chance. No overseer either. I don't think an overseer would have helped too much anyway. They were always going to die, these guys. So yeah, great job there by Mr. Hunting. And whatever forces that, yeah, he just had to give a GG at that point. Just had to. So let's go back and see this engagement right here. Okay, oh, I think I skipped ahead a little bit too far. Let's go back. Sorry about that. Alright, pause. We're paused. We're paused. Yes, we're paused. Alright, so yes, there we go. Overseer. 3 overseers on top of his army. Okay. That's it. I apologize, Mr. ChanKiM, for saying that you were bad for not bringing an overseer, because you brought 3 of the damn things. And hunting must have... Why are we going so fast? Did I speed this up? Did I speed this up? No, it's just automatically fast. Alright, let's just go normal speed. I want to see what happens to these overseers then. Because they're coming in here. Did an attack move. Oh man. What are you doing, ChanKiM? I just don't know. The only thing I can think of is that he's F2 and attack moving. So what F2 does is it selects your entire army and then you attack move. But the thing is, F2 selects overseers as well. So what you do is you select your overseers, and since they don't have any sort of attack, what happens is you attack move right next to this cannon. The overseers will fly straight on top of that cannon. I've done this many times because I only use attack move. I don't use any sort of crazy micro when I play. And that sort of thing happens. Your overseers fly into the middle of the enemy camp and they just die. So not good at all, and it really takes another level of micro to be able to deal with those issues. So unfortunately, that's what I believe happened. I don't think there was any good reason for the overseers to be over there. I think they should have stayed in the back. They ended up over there, and that is why I think they went over there. So a bit unfortunate, but yeah, it's that's what you gotta say. So anyway, that's been your game from Mr. ChanKiM versus Mr. Hunting. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you guys tomorrow with another Daily Masters. So stay tuned. This has been Hairy Muppet, and I hope you enjoyed this game.